Welcome back to Nad World. This time we're gonna get some punched in the nuts.
Yeah, Frank's here.
This level is the absolute worst.
It is.
Yeah.
I hate this place.
This world, this level, this freaking boss. A lot of this. At least the best thing about this is the bloodbath challenge.
Yeah, the bloodbath challenge because it's so weird, but it's fun. Yeah.
Which after I figured out how it works, I was like, oh, I know what I'm like. You can easily rack up that's pretty much how you're gonna rack up the points in this level is the bloodbath challenge, because it's one of the easiest ones.
Yeah, I think the level. I think the level's main problem is that it's very.
It's very limited on what you can do.
It's very limited what you can do. There's a lot of, like electrocuting people. I find is the best way to get so many points.
Also, no joke, I was expecting I always thought you could use the chair to murder people. No, you can't actually. You have to drill. Gosh dang it!
I hate this guy.
I heard that. Stupid drill. No, but the bull guy is one of the worst because you can't kill him like your first time like every other boss. He leaves for a bit and comes back later.
Yeah, he's also nice.
Oh.
He's also so much stronger than all the other guys.
And his clash is super weird to get because I swear when you expect him to do the clash, he does this like weird like swing around motion, and it's so hard to dodge. Because even if you dodge it, he's gonna come back the next way and just hit you.
Oh shit! I just realized these are all the spike balls from 06.
Oh, you know what?
So this is where they came from.
You're not wrong because they kind of have that physics, and I don't remember where they do the physics thing. I want to say it's in the upper area, but I remember drill! Gosh dang it! So I'm gonna keep here. Also, how do you do the challenge here? Unless I forget if I did it or not, because.
Well, yeah, I have no idea how to do this. Like, cause I keep trying to like throw them into the saws slicers, but it just doesn't work. So I'm like, yeah.
They seem like they're more obstacles than actual things you could kill enemies with.
Yeah. I mean, you can grab the enemies, put them right next to the buzzsaw, and just let the buzzsaw do the work, and that's pretty fun. But again, with how many enemies there are in this crap space, and also this enemy consistently just appearing out of nowhere, and there we go. Like, I don't know why, but that clash is seriously hard to get, and then there he goes. He runs away.
Yeah, he keeps on jumping in, going, oh yeah, and then leaving. And guillotine. I just know it's called La Guillotine.
La Guillotine, yeah. Which, it's really hard to get enemies in that because you can't just throw them in there and expect it. And you have to kind of expect the enemies to fall in there. And even that, it doesn't like fully kill the zombies. You have to run up to the zombies again and just crush their heads in.
Yeah, which is also why this is one of the more annoying ones in order to get points for, because all the stuff they show,
but also
all the stuff that show up, it's really hard to actually get them into position.
Oh, here we go. But also, I couldn't get that door to access because there's a crack on that wall, and I'm assuming you were supposed to like because there's an explosive barrel near here, and I'm assuming you were supposed to throw it in there.
I think no, the crack in the wall is where he shows up.
Yeah, he never showed up there for me, and I was like, "What the?" Also,
yeah, that's why he'll show up like on occasion in like all those spots. So like you get to it and then he'll pop in.
He did it for me for some reason. I couldn't get him to spawn there. Also, if you want to get to the higher area in this, you have to do some platforming like challenge, and it's ugh.
Yeah, you have to do platforming in this level, and this game was not made for platforming.
It really wasn't. There's a knife over there.
Also,
I have no idea. I have no idea how to get to that.
Oh, the balloon.
Platform.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I think it's in an upper area. You're supposed to let the bull guy walk through. Either that, or I think you have to either get the bull guy to come through, or you just have to get to the top. You grind the.
Well, you're about to die.
You use the hook to go down to an area, platform up for a bit, hook it down again, and then you have to find the other hook and then just hook down there. Oh, and the bull guy's here for some reason.
Yeah, because he just keeps showing up.
And there you go.
Oh my god!
Okay!
Oh my god!
There he is. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why, but this area has like a lot of they have a lot of enemies just like that spawn in compared to most.
A lot of enemies, but not a lot of places to kill them.
Yep, unless you use chainsaw. But even
Which
then,
I mean, like, well, why wouldn't you use chainsaw? Because chainsaw is the easy answer.
chainsaw's the easy answer. It doesn't give me enough points for me to continue on.
Yeah.
I
But then
want.
sometimes you're just with so many enemies, and you have no idea like how to get more extra points. You're just like, fuck it, slice and dice.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, if you're a lumberjack, the chainsaw is the only answer.
I'm kind of sad they didn't do more with this kind of clash because it's legit just the chainsaw enemy from the first area.
I mean, there's also a question of how much can one person bleed?
Yeah, because this
'Cause
guy.
it's like,
Okay, I don't know if I ever killed him or not in my actual playthrough because he came back and I swore I killed him.
yeah,
Okay, at this point, I think, dude, you have a cursed copy because we've heard so much of like, oh, in my playthrough this didn't happen. So either we're watching the cursed copy or you played the cursed copy. Are we gonna die for watching this
mean-
footage?
I mean,
look, there is that weird cursed doll image right there. So,
but I mean, I was gonna
maybe-
say my copy when I got it was like smudged up and a bit scratched. Like I was kind of surprised that it worked. And and there were times where I couldn't tell if it was just like the copy was like if it was the scratch or just there was no sound effect that's supposed to play there. Because there was some.
And then when you killed the second world boss, you saw hyper realistic blood, and the lights turned off, and Sonic.exe was there.
Gosh.
No, it's hypersonic.exe.
Oh yeah, I apologize.
That's how you get him. He may not exist in the main games anymore, but he exists. There you go. I sliced him up. Look, and they don't even die completely
Yeah,
when they get sliced
you have to go in and smash their heads in, which is just better to just let them walk into it and then just go and smash their heads.
And I mean, if this game allowed fun, you could just throw them over the side. But it's like, no, that's not interesting enough.
It gives you.
Yeah, no fun allowed in your game with a chainsaw arm smoking badass.
I
you
want
know?
to say if you throw them off the ledge, it gives you less points to the chains than just chainsawing them.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, you're not actually murdering them. It's like, that's boring, because it's like, yeah, you gotta have the mind of, like, the people watching. It's like, I guess the whole thing is that people are watching and they're, like, giving points depending on the kills.
Yeah,
I think that's the...
That's how you pretty much get points. They pretty much are the judges. That's why Jack is so popular, because in the game they want you to be really creative.
So, no, see, this is what the Hunger Games prequel should be. Haha, topical reference.
Oh my god, are they making one?
Yeah, the news just came out now. The news came out literally today, so you know when we're recording this that they're doing a Hunger Games prequel novel about President Snow when he was young and when he was good. And it's like, oh, maybe he's the hero.
Oh boy. Oh, that sounds so great. I'm so excited.
I'm back, by the way.
Also, I think I remember, because I think if you want to do the challenge here, you have to go to the top and throw zombies into like the ceiling spikes.
Yeah, honestly, most of these challenges I didn't even know about. I think the one at the fountain I literally just did just because I guessed. I just like, oh, I'll stab these all, maybe I'll get something, and then I was like, oh, I won.
You did the only one I didn't do, pretty much. Because I think the rest of them, like the orb one was pretty easy. The geishas, well, you have to do the geishas because I don't think there's a way you can fail that. The fountain one I had struggled with. This one was, yeah, you just got to go to the top floor.
You kind of ran right into that one.
Yeah, he just runs and goes, oh yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to go up there. Right, now you're doing it.
So, is there
yeah, this
any
is
evidence
where they
that
fall.
this isn't the Kool-Aid Man?
The fact that, if you hit him, he doesn't break immediately. Also, yeah,
Fair enough.
you got to run through this area.
Yeah, the diary is really weird because you have to like run through it, but it's like you don't actually run through. You're kind of like jumping through it, and it's like it's a weird like this section's really weird to go through.
Like I know there's like I think if you tap it or double tap the control stick, you will go into a dash. Which if you can attack during it, you can do like a little shoulder tackle.
I'm disappointed that you don't get those. Like you can't use those scissors as a weapon.
You can use them as a weapon, but they are a finisher. I just don't remember how.
Just as a finisher, but not like an actual weapon.
Oh, but here's the best bloodbath
yeah.
challenge in the game and the easiest one.
The fifth, and here comes the giant fist.
I'm assuming that's supposed to be like Frank.
Yeah, I assume so, but no, he looks too big to be Frank though. Because you see Frank, he's pretty big, but he's not like.
True. Maybe
not
that's.
like
I think it
that
might
big of
just
a
be like an
giant.
animatronic because this is supposed to be like an amusement park kind of area.
No, it's Frank. It's Frank's little brother, Hank.
No, it's just Yowie Hands.
And there's the full health onion if Savon wants to get it. Yeah, full health onion.
No, that's an onion. I always thought that was a pumpkin for some reason.
Oh, and look, I'm an idiot.
Yep. And, there we go. And that cost you a life. Oh.
Yeah, it cost me a life because I'm like, I could jump down there. I'm fine. Nope.
But this also is a problem because you have to do Frank with no lives, and doing Frank with no lives is kind of impossible. I want to know how you're supposed to no damage that boss because I swear Frank is so.
Fucking hand.
Yeah. Oh, I love him. Look at him.
He doesn't do a T2 thumbs up.
No, I mean he never dies. He's always just around.
But still, it's whenever you're like going down, you gotta do the thumbs up. It's law.
Yeah.
It's law in parody.
But I love the bloodbath challenges like instructions because they're always about I forget her name because I know she has a name. I think they say it at the end.
Yeah.
But like
I'm gonna take a bet and say Matilda.
I think it
That
was.
name
I
just
think
comes
it
to
was
my mind.
Matilda.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was
actually.
Matilda.
Oh yeah, if you get 3 guys, at least I think 3 of them, the hand will go crazy and we'll try to kill the rest of the enemies. And this is how it's the easiest challenge in this game. Oh, he didn't do it for you. Huh.
Yeah, all you have to do is just have people just get a bunch of enemies close to you. Then he'll swoop them up
And then
smash them down.
And then he'll smash down, which gets you a lot of points. Which is kind of weird because he does this every time I throw like 3 enemies in there. I'm surprised he didn't do it the first time.
I mean, it makes sense that the easiest bloodbath challenge is the one where you do you do the least amount of killing yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at the hand, and I'm like, yeah, because I'm trying to figure out who would because is that supposed to be Frank? Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be Frank, because it looks too big, and I'm like, why is he down there?
He's just hanging. Sometimes you gotta go down into the pit.
Actually, no, no, I just remember that you do go down into the pit to fight him.
Yeah,
so maybe that could be him. Yeah.
Yo, Frank just changed his size at will, like Bowser.
Maybe he's using Gear 3. Hey, One Piece reference.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Ah.
No, I don't know why. Like, besides... Oh, yeah. Stefan will just have that life taunting him the entire time.
Yeah, I'm like, fucking can't reach it. I need it, but it's like, oh, this game with no platforming expects you to platform to get over there.
But I mean...
Smart.
Because I would say Frank is the hardest boss in this game. That or the penultimate boss. But that's because both of them are really annoying and both of them need the camera to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the camera will go against you for those fights. And it's funny because
Yeah,
both of them are like the biggest boss in the game, so it makes sense why the camera doesn't work.
Yeah, you'll end up seeing with Frank later. I think one of the penultimate boss fights was a little harder for me than Frank. Like once I figured out what I'm supposed to do with Frank, I'm like, okay, I figured out what to do.
Yeah.
It's just took a while.
Yeah,
to do.
but the camera just kind of can screw you over because Frank has an AOE attack that if you're not facing the camera, if he's not in the camera's view, you will get screwed over.
Yeah.
But like the penultimate boss, the penultimate, he legitimately is like you need the camera to face him or else you're gonna, and like he's kind of hard to kill if you're trying to do it like kind of legitimately. It's hard to explain until we get to that area.
Alright, question. Who would win in a fight? Jack Cayman or 100 Cayman crocodiles?
Jack Cayman.
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah.
I always bet on Jack.
But did you know that the Cayman crocodile is a relatively small sized crocodilian with an average maximum weight of 6 to 40 kilograms?
Yeah, like I see Stefan's trying to do what I did, try to figure out a way to bust open that door.
But how about this question? a billion lions or the sun?
The sun.
I mean, but the sun is a sun, but a billion lions is a lot of lions. I mean,
Yeah, but the lions would just immediately die if they go right next to the sun.
But give it
But if
enough
they-
time, and the sun naturally times out and explodes.
but if they all charge it at once, maybe they'll overwhelm the sun.
The sun can't burn us all at once. Oh. Also, I just saw the guillotine actually help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jack is immune to guillotine. He just gets a light scratch. He just
Yeah.
gets a boo boo.
Yeah, he's not a French aristocrat. The guillotine does not affect him.
I mean, later on they do kind of explain. I mean, it kind of makes sense once you figure out who Jack is, on the reasons why he kind of survives all this crap.
Because
He has a good healthcare plan, is what it is.
Is he Canadian?
He is.
Oh,
We're
shit,
making
wait.
that right here.
So wait, does your
Yeah,
healthcare
this-
run on balloons?
It does actually,
Yeah,
which
actually,
is
yeah, pretty-
really tough for the winter because the cold with the balloon, it doesn't really work out well.
Oh, no wonder why there's no winter level in this game. Drill! And there he is.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go there.
Okay, like this is what I mean. Like he comes back, but are we sure that we killed him before? Like that's.
Well, I mean, considering how many people keep showing up after we kill them, I'm pretty sure
But,
that's actually a different guy.
But it's more like
at
the
this
fact
point.
that like they didn't like. Did you actually like full on kill him beforehand? Like did you?
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, because I don't know if I got points or anything. Yeah, because it doesn't feel like I did.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's why.
Okay. I was for a second I thought he blew up and you didn't take damage, but no, he's just. I forget they light themselves on fire for a bit and then they blow up.
No, it goes right to your thighs. Then you spread on fire. Drill!
And he keeps drilling up here. And oh, you're gonna try fighting him.
All right.
Right next to the gears, so you could die.
I mean, he
I
could,
forgot that those
or he
were
could
good.
style.
All right, here we go. Yeah, they're.
Yeah,
This is
you're supposed to do this.
Yeah, but it's
You're
so.
supposed to zip up.
Now this is the wonky part, not the platforming, but trying to get the the crane to work with you. Here,
Yeah, I
because
don't know
Ooh, that
how
looks
I
a bit
did that.
jank.
how did you do that? Because I swore it took me like at least 10 seconds every single time. Like I was mashing it, and then and then one time I actually jumped off and had to re-climb back up there.
I could never get up here, actually.
Yeah. Again, it's kind of like that whole. Oh, that's an explosive barrel, by the way. Yeah. I like to point out that barrel exploded once you like threw it on the ground, but putting it on the zombie's head, yeah, that's a-okay. Also, I don't know where you're supposed to throw that meat. In all honesty,
Well, you're supposed to
You
throw
just
it like
throw it
something. Yeah.
something, yeah, then they go
because
go for
the
it.
guillotine, like with the guillotine and the spikes, that makes sense. But here, it's like, where do you throw that?
Just in a nice spot to get them all.
Got 'em, kill 'em all.
Though I think it's like I think they want you. Oh, here we go. Now we gotta go fight Frankie. I hate this boss. It's like
You're lucky you're public domain, or else you'd be sued.
yeah. Oh, and this is where you go get the life because you gotta. If Stefan's not,
Yeah, you gotta like go down.
if you're not
and
punching
jump.
that
Yeah,
guy,
but, like,
and then I think drill. Yep, there's drill guy again. And this is where you get the daggers.
I love the dual wielding daggers.
I'm surprised the game lets you get that clash in the middle of your dodge.
Platinum is usually pretty open with letting you do whatever the heck you want while in the middle of a dodge.
True.
Even dodging again if they really want.
Hey, Kingdom Hearts. That's not even Platinum. Kingdom Hearts just lets you dodge after dodge after dodge. Heck, that's how you're
I
supposed
thought you were saying Kingdom Hearts because he's dual wielding knives, and it makes me think of the dual wield in the parking lot, which is the greatest thing that Kingdom Hearts has bequeathed upon us.
No, it's just the fact that
Riku!
if you want to beat the freaking super bosses in Birth by Sleep, you have to dodge after dodge after dodge, and then use one of the few invincibilities.
Isn't that just wave dashing?
Kind of, yeah. At that point,
Wave dash.
No,
I'll
wave
cancel.
dashing is dodge into duck into dodge.
Here we
you
go.
gotta duck in the middle.
so do you want to know why Frank is the worst? Look at the water there. Now look at the chair that's over there. It's powered by electricity. His AoE attack, if you're in the water, he hits the ground with electricity. If the camera's not facing you, If you're not facing the camera, he'll punch the ground. If the camera's not facing him, you won't know when you have to jump to avoid it, pretty much. And it's so irritating, and it takes like half your health away.
Yeah, at least it's not an insta-kill. If it was insta-kill,
Oh yeah, if it was
the worst.
this boss would actually be like unbeatable. Because the camera will actively go against you.
Yeah, that's why it's basically like because you do have to come down here to hit him at some point. So it's basically just come down here, slice, and then just jump up. You gotta get like you can't even just run. You just jump until you get onto the. It's like get out of the water.
But there's also this point where you have to like if you don't know where the ramp is to get back up, and because you're facing the camera towards Frankie, you're just like, okay, where do I go? And then you have to keep jumping and hope that you can figure out where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, the hand might have been Frank, because the hand is actually kind of similar.
It looked, but it's also, but it's a lot smaller too.
Yeah.
Again, Gear 3. This dude ate the gum fruit. He's gonna be king of the pirates.
If he did eat the gum fruit, he would have. I mean, he is immune to his own electricity, but that could just be because he's dead. And also the fact that he's not extending his arm.
I was about to say, but then that means he can't swim. But it's like he's not swimming; he's just in
Wait
water,
a dang
so
minute. This is nightmare.
There we go.
Luigi.
That's what I was afraid of. And yep.
Oh, that
Died.
sucks.
You lose.
And now Stefan has to start the level all over again.
Yeah.
Nope.
And you didn't die during that time. Nice. Oh yeah, and throw the barrels for massive damage, but
The one time Steph does a run without dying, we don't even get to see it.
I mean, he could still die to Frankie. It's literally this and the other boss were the only two bosses I've died. Like lost almost.
I think the previous attempt. I forget if I even recorded it, but I don't think it was as interesting as the other one. So I'm like, screw it, whatever.
So why does this guy have Alex's flash chop from Street Fighter 3? It's a bit strange because he has a Zangief stance.
He has a Zangief stand, but then again, what was I mean, you could argue that Alex kind of replaced Zangief, or do you want to make that more for Hugo?
You know what? I'd put Hugo more there, but
with this,
in the original Street Fighter 3, definitely would have been Alex.
I mean, but doesn't Alex have like more? None of them have like the lariat, do they? Like a lariat kind of move.
Alex does have a lariat.
Okay,
it's
then
just slightly different input there.
Okay. Then yeah, it would probably be Alex was supposed to be the replacement for Zangief, but he kind of became main character status for Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say wasn't
What?
Alex basically the Ryu of Street Fighter 3?
All right, here
He
we go.
was, except for the
poster
Ryu
boy.
that's in Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
He was the kind of the main character, but not like he didn't have the beginner kind of friendly moveset. Also, yeah, again, if you want to know where you're supposed to go, you're supposed to look away from Frankie, but you won't know when his electricity punch is going to come in and, delete half your health.
Yeah, you just got to keep running.
But then again,
I love that in order to kill him, you basically just have to rotate the Wiimote to move to get rid of his screws.
you have to delete.
Screw loose.
But he hasn't done. I want to know, will he do the annoying thing that he does?
Where he goes to his chair.
Yep. Does he do the health?
Yeah, he does that. I died again.
Essentially, that's what happened to you after you got punched by like a super powered electricity charged.
I exploded.
Yeah. Oh, here he goes.
just go
This is
into
what's
his head.
also annoying about him. Is there a way you can stop him?
Man, if only we had a gun to stop him.
Yeah, see, that's what I told you. You need a gun.
But no,
gun solves everything.
But here's the problem, though. There's no way you can stop him from healing. I don't think. I think.
No, you just have to keep slicing. You just have to keep slicing.
but
him,
there's
and then-
but he'll no matter what. He's always gonna heal more than
Yeah.
He's gonna heal more than you can deal damage to.
I love that you can easily just punch him in the knee and then that.
Okay, so deal.
Also,
solves
Steph, there's
some
health by that chair. If you didn't notice that.
Yeah, I know. I did that. I kept it there because
see?
I was at full health. I was at full health. So
I mean,
It was.
Well,
Now
not
you're not.
anymore.
was.
Again, that electricity punch screws you over because again, you either have to look at him to know when you're supposed to jump, or you have to look away to know where you're going. So,
Look there. I got health. It's fine. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
but luckily,
I bet you Jack's really mad he didn't wear his rubber boots today.
I think but then again, like this clash does take away a lot of his health. So, but you can only do it so much. So I think it only takes away like a quarter of his health, maybe a
Yeah,
third.
because you can only get the 4. Yeah, you can only get the 4, so that takes out, and then the rest of it, you just gotta slice
It
it.
looks like it takes away
Yeah,
like
he's like-
almost like half his health bar, which I mean that's fine. But then again, he can heal it back. I think for me, he healed like 2 different times. Oh, here we go.
You know, I'm looking for a good physiologist to like remove the screws out of my back, because man, after a long day, that would feel so good.
Relatable.
Oh yeah, and there he goes, and he's gonna go punch the water again. Oh no, no, he's
not.
gonna go heal.
He's gonna
I'm
go.
gonna heal.
Which I think if he's this low enough, I think Stefan could have had a time. Oh no!
No.
Wait, does that count?
Nope, it
Oh,
counts.
that should have
that
counted.
should have
Had a
counted.
Was that
Hey,
cool
you know what the
KO
worst
in
part
the
is?
chair.
You know what the worst part is? His finisher's on this chair. It should have gone right to the finisher.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Okay, that is straight up just.
But all it does is just save me like a couple, it just, I just waste like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, you could have probably just stayed
But
down
the
there.
the style would have mattered
the
more.
style points.
I mean, you
No,
could've-
not even the style points.
I just assumed you
being
could have probably
stylish.
stayed down there and keep attacking him for a while. There we
I just
go.
wanted to be sure. It's like there. I think he's donezo.
But I mean, this fin.
You know, yeah, it's because you have to do the yeah, and then he just gets pushed over there.
Yeah, I mean, again, you could have just legit. And there's this crank right here.
Wouldn't it just heal him, Jack?
Yeah, but it's
Well,
sort of
we're
like
gonna heal him
overloading a
even
battery,
more.
you know?
Yeah, you're gonna overcharge him.
It's like overclocking your PC, except you can't run Skyrim on this dude no matter what you do.
I don't know. I could believe you can play Skyrim on here. You can play it on everything. You can play it on a fridge.
A calculator.
No, that's Doom. You can play Doom on anything.
Haven't you heard from the latest from Todd Howard?
Okay, because I was a dummy, I forgot to record outro. So it's like Kilo. Final thoughts on Mad World.
Great game. Go find a copy and play it.
Tanner, your thoughts on, even though you haven't played it, your thoughts on Mad World watching it.
Well, all around me are familiar faces, worn out places, Mad World. It's a game on the Wii. Controversial, but worth it. Good art style. That's all I gotta say.
Great graphics, good gameplay. Oh, so and again for anybody, where can we find you two? Kilo
You can find me on Twitter at Kilo McFoxtrot. I post very dumb memes.
and Tano.
Okay, you can find me on Twitter at TannerLPer. You can find me on YouTube on my channel, Tanner of the North, where right now I'm playing Halo as well as a bunch of anime garbage, which is like the best combo ever. And you can also find me on Hellfire Commentaries doing some stuff every now and then.
And so by the time this comes out, you'll probably be done Halo.
Nah, maybe. It's a short game.
All right, and Death is an Illusion.
Screw Frank.
Eat grapes. Bye.
No, eat your onions.
Yeah, eat onions. That's what Jack would do.
S to the U to the R to